We are going to first game Art and City, which is picked by the Dubu Hunters, so Kruha's team, and the bans out. I unfortunately didn't get to see it, but I think I saw a ZINNIAAA in there, which is obviously a counter ban against the Torrchi. And the now we see actually being pulled out by LGBZ. So this is, I think this is one of the first times we've seen a now in OCE tournament play. What do you guys think about this?
Now, I'm assuming it was an error ban from Kruha's side, or else I'm not sure why ZINNIAAA would lock that. But yeah, I think this is going to be pretty rough. It's going to have to rely on Zralia a lot because ZINNIAAA will be very slow on this map compared to what she's normally used to.
Right. Well, as we go into game one, it is an extra special start for the side of the Dubu Hunters and a triple Super Surge start on the side of the LGBZ team. So we'll see how that Awakening choice develops between these picks. A quick barrier being taken off by both sides here. Lunirs and Torrchi forcing an offensive, but it doesn't seem to make anything happen at the moment. ZINNIAAA really just being confident in Zenasis with a strike shot forces back. Zralia pushing forward with ZINNIAAA. And seems to have drawn to a little bit of a standstill here. Zralia trying to go for a quick kill with that pendulum swing to no effect. Just this Kai really just keeping the core out of his half with that strike shot, and the banish coming out, setting up for Torrchi, who unfortunately does not hit the dash punch. Kruha actually going in here. The ball goes to Lunirs, forcing another play out. Rasmus goes back, hits the hook, goes into the offensive. ZINNIAAA uses the core flip to try and hit it into her own primary, but it does not end up working. And Dubu Hunters take game, point one.
Let's go.
Point one.
They take game one, dude.
They take game one off that first point.
Inside of Kruha's team.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think now that everyone's hit level 2 and the rounds started, we're going to see the power of that extra special. 2 specials already being used out. Actually, everything being used out. And as you can see, just with the power of those extra skills, LGBZ forced into the defensive and a triple flip play coming out from the Dubu Hunters to score that second point.
You'll definitely be seeing a lot of that with the orbs generating so much flip. If the teams can prioritize getting those orbs, you'll be seeing a lot of flips these games, from one side especially, because both of the Dubu Hunters forwards can just force out evasives, so...
Yeah, absolutely. Rune Julia, definitely a scary comp to be in, but might be able to see the Rasmus more active in the midfield here, just as Rune and Julia aren't very mobile picks.
There's a triple Super Surge on the side of ZZ, so we're gonna see a lot of speed coming out from them soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what's always cool about these completely split starting Awakening choices is that you can really see how the game develops based on the meta. Our mistake by Lunirs, saved by Kruha, and Zralia tries to go for the play with the hook. Unfortunately, Kruha is very calm, and the rune barrier actually... Oh, a double banish coming out by Lunirs. Tries to force, but to no avail.
This is the ZZ classic, the triple defense.
The triple goalie.
So annoying to deal with.
The LGBZ triple goalie defense, and quick hook by Zralia with the redirect. Gets the barrier. We'll see what they can do with this here. Going in, and just strikes the core. That's the Super Surge move speed coming in handy there.
Does seem that while they're doing triple defense, Kruha's trying to do his best to play that third forward role as well, though.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of core control coming out from this IME goalie, which actually means that some defensiveness is lost, as he's not playing something super defensive. When the core gets to her half, they can struggle a little bit, especially against the Rasmus. Oh, a nice try by ZINNIAAA there. That Kruha again just so calm. ZINNIAAA actually uses the mine to kill Torrchi, and a quick goal. I think Kruha's own barrier there.
Yeah, that was definitely an own barrier. So they're trying to use that bubble.
Look at my goalie, dude. What's he doing?
You gotta take those risks.
Absolutely. Dubu Hunters having a slight early advantage in this kickoff just because of this extra special means that you will see the core on LGBZ's side of the half in the first couple seconds, almost always. We see a quick barrier being taken here. Oh, that's a really tight angle across the ZINNIAAA now primary. And we see how much offensive pressure Kruha can bring. He just dashes in there, stays there, and strike forwards for a couple seconds, get it passed forward. My brain is not being able to keep up with the play at the moment.
Probably just gets the barrier herself, dude. This Rasmus character is not balanced.
Yeah, absolutely.
Double banish.
Double banish. Sadly, Lunirs couldn't get too much here. He's keeping the core in that enemy's half, doing his best, but Torrchi's not too close there to help. Strike shot from Zenasis is holding down these barriers very nicely, but now that the goalie's got a flip, which doesn't go their way. Okay.
Can't be doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Torrchi just using everything to try and score through Zenasis, and unfortunately, I think the Kai ran out of options to clear, which leads
first
set 1 going to the Dubu Hunters.
But we might just see it swing with the Awakenings here.
Io, what do you think about the draft here?
It's probably timeless on the Amy, I'd imagine. Maybe quick strikes. Cast the last deny. Interesting.
Maybe they don't want to give Rasmus the extra speed with Super Surge and Cast the Last, just being able to dominate the midfield.
He's also going to end up going to the Rune, which he's been getting a lot of really good pillars there. And if they're lasting a little bit longer, I mean, the triple goalies are going to run through all their abilities on a single primary.
Absolutely, and we also see the spark of resilience coming up for Julie. I'm not really sure if he didn't have many good options there, or if he believes that a set 1 advantage is enough to start sparking. But a nice double banish into a dash punch for Torrchi, taking that barrier. We'll see what LGBZ can do here. Good passes by Lunirs with the room bubble to help him force the offensive. Kruha's just jumping in there. The hook gets it out. Zralia forces with the dribble. And the Aimi ulti actually prevents that from going in, but Zralia just has so much power on the core at the moment. We can really see the quick strikes develop. Nice stop by Kruha there. Lunirs jumping in with the teleport.
Yeah, it's like the original mentioned earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the flips. Torrchi just slots it in. Still has flip for the next round.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the kickoff is always almost guaranteed to be won by the Dubu Hunters here, especially when Julie just has a flip like that. Oh, we see a course slide out with the room banish. Zralia just walking up with the quick strikes. Kruha unfortunately has to force into Zralia and gets diffed by the Awakening. What are you gonna do? Oh, in the now primary almost scores it, but Kruha reacts with the dash. Zenasis unfortunately does not reach the core flip strike, and now we see Torrchi in a scoring position here. Let's see what he can do against the triple goalie defense. It is actually Lunirs who takes it on the opposite side. Just really good positioning from the Dubu Hunters. They just trust the team to win the strike race.
Team play because Kruha completely cuts off the middle clear, so they're forced to go into Lunirs though.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's just showing how much pressure this extra special Aimi goalie can bring. Nice strikes by Zralia, but unfortunately Kruha and Lunirs are there to save it. A quick interception by ZINNIAAA allows them to score the goal. Core flip used by Kruha on nothing. That was interesting to see. And now ZINNIAAA just walks up with a core and quick strikes. Unfortunately doesn't get anything off it. I'm just always surprised at how much defensive capability Aimi goalie actually has at preventing the core from going in. Never mind. Never mind.
He's also the pilot as well. Kruha is doing insane defense there with strikes just to force out abilities with those cross clears down to Lunirs.
Absolutely. Slight caster curse happening there. We'll see
what the quick strikes from the Rasmus coming into play. Can only clear it one shift. There's not a good clearing on this map.
The Aimi ulti beating the Kai barrage, and they unfortunately lose a barrier here. And the dash punch, Torrchi scores those.
But it's not enough.
Prime time, not enough to clear the ball away completely from the Julie. And Dubu Hunters a fairly quick round 2 as well.
Looking a lot more confident on this map compared to last Money Monday as well.
We see a big draft here.
Tempo swing, but I'm not sure if they're going for a huge damage this game. They are.
Just takes the tempo swing away. I think Rasmus wants a size awakening here,
Rasmus
or maybe.
Yeah, okay. I don't
Probably
know the
Reaver
there
from
potential for
Stag.
Rasmus.
Yeah, I think the
Quick
value
strikes.
of I think the value of quick strikes generating enough energy with Egoist might have been a good play, but can't doubt Rasmus for taking a size option. Obviously, it makes pretty much all of his awakenings a lot bigger. What I am interested in seeing is the
was just completely.
One thing that's
absolutely.
easy is that they're just really good at dealing with the rune ults, even with the extra special. You can see it. They always evasive it, and then if one of the teammates get banished, double pillar, they step on it straight away.
Yeah,
doesn't
just
matter.
so much pressure.
As you can see, that is the weakness of the triple goalie there. When you got 3 people in the goal box and the core is just not getting cleared out, it's one dash punch goes straight through 3 people.
Absolutely, and Kruha's just such an offensive player. He will walk up to the midfield line. He will walk up and lose barriers like that. But in offensive strong positions, he will just not let the core get by. And LGBZ just being really forced onto the defensive this entire game. We'll see what they can do here. A good, nice clear by ZINNIAAA, just winning the strike wars, and a pass to Zralia. Just covers the map. Kruha actually going in with the dash, gets the barrier and the core flip too. Lunirs with his own core flip scores, and really, really quickly we are at match point for game 1.
I don't think there's any awakening that could save that point.
Yeah,
Next question here is like, how much value are they earning from these extra specials, just being able to blow all the enemies' evasives and generating so much pressure on kickoff, even without having any haste characters? Absolutely.
Not to mention, the Dubu Hunters actually have both creation awakenings right now, so the amount of area denial they have with their abilities is kind of massive. You can see there, LGBZ trying to do the same thing, but it's difficult without a proper traditional forcer like Julie. The Rasmus has a critical distance where he's really viable at, and Zralia is using it well, but it is just that little bit more difficult to score when they have that position. They really need to win the midfield here. ZINNIAAA is winning the strike wars here. Oh, and a nice strike just between Lunirs and Kruha actually scores it for them.
Yeah, and the big thing there was Lunirs just didn't have his secondary. He wasn't able to set his secondary up in an offensive position there, so when he used it initially, he was completely out of the play.
Absolutely. We'll see what LGBZ can do with this one goal. Sometimes one goal is all you need to generate momentum back in your favor, and we can actually see, oh, what a hold by ZINNIAAA and Zenasis, as they just defend against 2 flips, dash punch, an Imi dash, and an ulti like it's nothing. The now bomb being used to put the team back into offense and just speeding up the core. We actually see that both teams are playing very, very defensively when forced to a barrier taken by ZINNIAAA, and now we'll see what LGBZ can make with the pressure. Kruha just jumping in there. The Kai is banished, but doesn't really have an effect, and Zralia with the correct strikes just passes it through the goalie and scores 2-2.
That is the danger of a Rasmus quick strikes and the haste buff. That is a scary thing to have to defend against.
Got some size as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, kills him off the side.
Oh, just nice touches by Zralia coming in. Just dribbling over the wall 50 times. ZINNIAAA is going to pop in with her mine, try to disrupt the team, but that rune barrier is just there for so long that they had to delay for so long to try and get a good scoring opportunity here. We'll see what they can make out of it. Core flip tries to pass to ZINNIAAA. Unfortunately, Kruha can be there for the intercept, and then Zralia with the spin takes the first set for LGBZ in this series.
Yeah, it definitely was just complete opposite there, where the Dubu Hunters were not able to get into an offensive position for those last 3 points, and ZZ just kept them in the goal box conversely.
Absolutely. What do you think Rasmus takes here? Bulk up or Chrono Boost? Going for the Chrono Boost. Absolutely. More speed, more duration. What more could you want? Now taking the 1-2 punch. And then yeah.
Definitely big value here with the Rezeal, Agi, and Tempo swing. Those are probably the 2 best sparks you can combine with Tempo.
Absolutely. I don't think anyone's...
Spark of strength though. But,
I don't think anyone here is unhappy with their sparks. Note is Kruha now has aerials, so he's going to be able to really fly in there every single time he dashes. Nice elusive by ZINNIAAA. Unfortunately, oh wow, she just elusives again and dodges so much damage. We can really see the synergy between Zralia and ZINNIAAA start to come online a little bit here. A nice pass to ZINNIAAA gets the core out of their half. Zralia pushes up with the quick strikes. Unfortunately, Kruha just clears it out preemptively. Dodges these guys make playing against runes so easy, man. Just being able to dodge those rune ultis on reaction like that every single time is kind of crazy to me.
We are seeing the Dubu Hunters slowly into a more offensive position. If they can keep it up, they might be able to make the ZZ buckle, but the biggest thing here is that they just have so much speed on the side of ZZZ.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think this is something that we talked about earlier, especially with a triple super surge start. It can start to get really out of hand, but a quick dash punch by Torrchi actually gets the barrier, tries to go for the goal, doesn't quite land, and the hook actually preventing all the clear angles, and Kruha just lost.
Yeah, really difficult spot there for
Very scary combo
Kruha.
reversing if you're a Dubu Hunter, because they're finding it hard to clear it past 2 forwards, and then Zenasis are just behind them regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we actually see this compact triangle that LGBZ has created is so good defensively, but Torrchi actually just uses a dash punch to get through it. And now we see Zralia passing to ZINNIAAA again, just the dribble. Slight mistake coming out there, actually gets the ball to Torrchi, but it is okay. And ZINNIAAA just walks up with the primary stun and core flips for the goal. Momentum really quickly being turned to the side of LGBZ. We've seen a lot of powerful awakenings, but I really think this quick strikes is really making a difference right now. Just the amount of dribbling power and core control they've had, just because Zralia can. Oh my God, Torrchi, hook on them.
Beautifully performed by Torrchi. Good plays about that as well. Is Torrchi will generate so much XP from that. There's a good chance he'll be higher in the pick order, even if they lose. So forces out the deny on that spark.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, that was insane. Torrchi is just really flying this tournament. Just even in all the other games that he's been in, he's really shown what he's capable of. Unfortunately, doesn't win a strike war against 2 people. That's very valid.
3 people.
3 people. My bad. Unfortunately, doesn't win the strike war against 3 people. But here they go. They try again. Kruha a little bit late on the dash. Actually gets the barrier here. ZINNIAAA's going to walk up with the increased speed and try to strike while Torrchi here. A triple banish coming out from Lunirs. I think,
Sadly, they couldn't close it out though. Torrchi doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely. But unfortunately, a tiny little gap left in the triple goalie defense, and Torrchi just yanks that point right up, leading to 2-2. So, yeah, Dubu Hunters getting it back.
A little bit of pressure here with match point.
Absolutely, and every single kickoff, you just see 3 abilities being thrown out in the LGBZ's direction. Just so much pressure, especially on a map like Arton, where it's very easy to lose that first barrier. Oh, that was very close. Kruha actually saves that, misses the core flip, but it's okay. Lunirs passes Torrchi here, the hook trying to prevent the dribble, but actually removes the clear angle from the Kai, and Torrchi will secure the Dubu Hunters Game 1 victory.
Great dribble from Torrchi. Dribbles it around the Rasmus hook, and then just dash punches it in. It's that easy.
Strike.
Oh, we didn't even need to punch.
Yeah, that was. I think that was quite a dominant performance by Dubu Hunters. But we've seen time and time again, LGBZ is able to pull it back. They have the feedback necessary to really just come back into the game and be like, right, this is what we did wrong. We're gonna fix that, and we're gonna beat you. What do you guys think is gonna happen in Game 2?
We'll be heading to, I believe, Oni Village.
Oni Village,
Yes.
sure.
Now, this is a map that
This might be
favors
ZZ's best
ZZZ.
map, actually, I think. So,
Yeah.
things to watch out for. I would expect ZINNIAAA on like the Kai, maybe the Rasmus from Zralia, but what could
And
happen,
then,
really?
It favors all 3, honestly, because Zenasis gets to play those more defensive goalies like Asher, Dubu, and even Kai. He can still play on that map, and it plays more into, rather than on the art, and he's very forced into Kai, definitely.
All right. As we head into the village, Kruha's hovering the Octavia. That's always a fun time. Looks like Lunirs wants to actually play Estelle here.
Just won't lock it in, man.
Little man's scared. One big thing as well with that last game, even though they won, Torrchi had like nearly 35k damage, but was only able to get a single kill because that now and the orbs on that item made it very rough. Starting to ban the Rasmus against away from Zralia.
Yeah, Zralia was looking extremely comfortable on that champion, and maybe there was a good awakening for Rasmus as well, and just the ZINNIAAA being taken away by Torrchi is sort of forced into the Julie position, I feel.
I definitely think he'd be pretty happy with the Julie on this map, especially with how much he's played with Lunirs and Kruha. They can get the core to him when he needs it. The big thing about the Rasmus ban though is it leaves a lot of pressure on ZINNIAAA, so they can't really afford to just play that Kai. This will probably be Kai forward still, but it'll be a lot of pressure on ZINNIAAA because she's the one with the haste buff.
Right, because they're lacking in that midfield presence. ZINNIAAA has to work a lot harder to get the core over to Zralia.
It's more like you just need the speed to be able to control the core on such a large map like this.
The starting awakenings for both teams is actually going to be perfect form. So every single person takes perfect form. The other awakening is completely irrelevant because perfect form is incredibly broken.
You just can't keep up if you don't have perfect form.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Basically halves all your cooldowns. In fact.
I think double Estelle is starting to make sense here. Obviously, Estelle very, very strong with perfect form on a map like this.
Going from
nice.
Torrchi there, the dash punch into the ult completely resets his cooldowns. Definitely need to be evasiving that Julia or else, especially when they got the perfect form if you can afford to.
Absolutely, just abusing the power of that awakening is especially important. As a bruiser as well, who really has a distinct lack of mobility compared to the other, other three forwards in the game. We'll see a nice pass intercept from Kruha, and then the core flip from Torrchi. Oh, with the dash punch, that was beautiful.
Makes it look easy, dude.
Absolutely. ZINNIAAA is cracked. She is going to have to play a little bit defensively. Unfortunately, Kruha not able to save it, and ZINNIAAA does in fact go down to the dash punch. Zralia with the core flip tries to go for a sneaky little score there, but Zralia actually... Oh wow, I didn't even know what's going on. Lunirs scores it with the core flip.
That round was definitely decided by the evasive usage there, not evasiving the dash punch, and then on multiple occasions getting the kill and the barrier from it.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see what Kruha can do with this core flip here that he's so effortlessly charged up from the strike shot. Torrchi actually gets the barrier from a dash punch just through the Kai, and wow, I think this Asher can't really keep up with the perfect form. The amount of abilities being thrown out at her when the core is in her half. Torrchi has another dash punch up that she uses to stack her damage onto ZINNIAAA, and Lunirs just perfect strike wars scores, and a quick set one by Dubu Hunters again.
That might have been the fastest Oni village set I've ever seen.
That is definitely the fastest Oni village set I've ever seen.
Definitely thanks to all the characters in the game having 2 times the amount of abilities to use.
Yeah, and Estelle does get the hot shot, which core go fast on a fast map, really, really strong, and
even more CDR.
Yeah, absolutely.
Triple Spark, you'd hate to be stuck on that, actually. But we do have Speed Spark remaining, so maybe not the worst case scenario.
Coming out of this draft very nicely. 1-2 punch is probably Julie's best awakening if you want stagger kills, and Torrchi does have the pummeler, so he's going to be killing from very far into the mid line. Kruha gets Egoist for more flips, and Lunirs gets Hotshot, which speaks for itself on this cell.
Oh, a quick kill coming up by the Giga Blast, I believe. Leads to LGBZ in a pretty nice position. Oh, the strike shot Asher saving the second barrier. We'll see ZINNIAAA actually just winning the strike war against 2 people by herself, and now the dash punch comes in to secure that first barrier for Dubu Hunters. We'll see ZINNIAAA on the offensive along with Zralia being pulled out by...
is just a little bit short for that goal.
Yeah, absolutely. We actually see here just the existence of Julie means that they have a lot more scoring power, but as you can see, as these levels stack up, as these awakenings stack up, it's going to be harder and harder for Julie to touch the core. So the job is going to be a lot harder for the Dubu Hunter side of the Kai and the Estelle, where they are trying to get the core to the Julie. But as you can see there, as soon as the core does go to the Julie, there's so much what is going on.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What is
that was a secret Zralia DC tech. That's a free goal.
Zralia actually lag switching to get that goal, and Kruha just says, you know what, I will just flip for you, no worries, no worries. A lot of abilities being used to try and secure LGBZ's first barrier, but it actually ends up being Dubu Hunter's barrier that goes down. Julie coming in with a dash punch, secures the goal, still has the core flip, uses it, denied by ZINNIAAA, but this time it's Lunirs' core flip that actually gets it through, and now Torrchi has his dash punch back, trying to look for a goal, unfortunately doesn't get it, and now he's very low, trying to get the KO on ZINNIAAA, doesn't work, but now he's in a scoring position, actually cut off by Zralia's core flip, and ZINNIAAA in the perfect offensive position to score that goal, and now let's see what the LGBZ team can do in a 2v3. Unfortunately the Kai is staggered, he's back now.
They can't get it past Lunirs.
I mean, it's just Estelle with perfect form and hot shot and a perfect Giga Blast to secure the goal by LGBZ. ZINNIAAA, definitely a Kai freak, especially on this map. She really is the one of all in terms of her playstyle and how she plays Kai compared to other characters as well. A nice try by Torrchi. Unfortunately, the Asher goalie enough to save this, and we see the two Kais barraging each other like a little tug of war. Zralia going in with the dash, tries to score, and unfortunately Kruha core flips instantly to ZINNIAAA, trying to get it past her, and ZINNIAAA wins the barrage war this time, and an even faster set 2 going over to LGBZ.
Gotta wonder how much that was from the mental shape of the weird DC that happened in the first point.
We are going to see multiple good awakenings. I wonder if ZINNIAAA goes for the chrono boost or the quick strikes. No, it just goes for the chrono boost. Yeah, absolutely. It means that Kruha is going to be a little bit harder to force down. He's also going to generate core flips a lot faster, just because he has Egoist and quick strikes. We see Zralia is pretty happy with the double spark. She does get to use it a little bit more, and the Julie and Estelle just get amazing gigabits awakenings here.
The Kai's definitely got gigabits as well. Chrono with Castellar, she's going to be speeding across the map permanently here. It's going to be very difficult for Dubu Hunters to get the core control.
Oh, not if she dies with the amount of damage she's taken. Oh, and actually the kill is confirmed by Lunirs' primary. We'll see what Dubu Hunters can do in the 2v3. I mean, it just looks like Lunirs is just using primaries through everyone. And unfortunately, the Asher, without speed or dash, can't catch up to the corner in time for the corner clicks. Yeah. Asher goalie really known on Oni Village as a fearsome pick, but once she loses both those barriers, it is really hard to defend an open goal with such an immobile striker. And I think we're starting to see that in effect a little bit here. As you can just see ZINNIAAA outspeeding everyone with that chrono boost cast last. We'll have to see what they end up doing just in here. I think ZINNIAAA just wants to play it chill a little bit, maybe stack up her evasives. Oh, a critical miss from Zenasis. Saves the core flip goal from being scored, but unfortunately, the Estelle just has so many abilities coming through her way. Wow, Lunirs is really showing up this game.
Having a fantastic game so far.
I've always said that you know, in Dubu Hunters, Lunirs is the team member that clutches up the most. When the team is in need, he will be there for him. Wow, Torrchi going for the core flip dash tech. Unfortunately, it's sorted away by ZINNIAAA. ZINNIAAA's taking so much damage here. Actually, Lunir's going for the KO, but ZINNIAAA reacts in time, and we'll see. Oh, Torrchi's just following ZINNIAAA around, gets the KO. Let's see what Zralia can do on a 2v3 situation here. Asher does have core flip as well, so it's going to be very difficult to score through her. The core flip is used to save the core, but the core just goes right back to Lunirs. We'll see what Torrchi can do with his dash punch here. Unfortunately, it is looking like it's cleared, and we're back to a somewhat neutral position. ZINNIAAA trying to use... Yeah, absolutely. Just being able to just stand so still in the 2v2. Oh, actually greeting for the kill with the strike shot leads to them losing the barrier. We'll see what they can do in this 2v3 situation. If they don't get this third barrier, it's going to be... Oh, no. Lunirs with the dash core flip is just going to secure that second goal. Zenasis probably getting a tiny bit greedy to secure the kill, actually loses the barrier, and then the Estelle just builds enough core flip. Yeah, set 3, heading over to the Dubu Hunters. What do we think about the draft, guys?
Firefly, insane pickup. You get so much move speed. It's basically a slick kicks. Better than that even. Big fish for Asher. Really will help
probably
hold the
be seeing
line.
a lot of kills with that Giga now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the deny stagger swagger coming up from Julie instead of taking the size, which might have helped her a little bit more. Which is fair. They're stacking damage onto ZINNIAAA. They're getting a lot of KOs, and even just the Giga and the dash trying to be used on ZINNIAAA. Just every single ability is being used to stop this Kai, but it is not working. ZINNIAAA just staying alive through every single ability being thrown at her, and she will just score.
There's a lot of greed to get damage there, and I mean, Kruha even used his own barrier as a self-pass.
Kruha definitely one of the most hyper-offensive goalies in the OCE server, and he's showing why. Unfortunately, it didn't work out just as he wanted that time. Torrchi uses the dash punch to try and get it into the enemy's half, and immediately ulties to get the dash punch cooldown back. Unfortunately, both those attempts actually get stopped by the Asher, who's got a lot of size. She's got some power now. Unfortunately, does lose out to Torrchi's good strike. We see ZINNIAAA here forcing in, and then the Estelle primary actually locking out Kruha from doing anything. Has to use the core flip to respond here. Lunirs saves the click by ZINNIAAA, and we just see so many ranged abilities come out on the side of LGBZ, forcing the Dubu Hunters into a defensive position. And yeah, 2 quick goals.
That is the power of both Duration Awakenings on that Kai. She is so oppressive in the goal box.
Absolutely. I actually think this Oni game might be faster than the Art and City game. Both these teams just so eager to score, to get this map out of the way. Lunirs actually using a defensive core flip to save the second barrier, which goes down to ZINNIAAA anyway. Oh, this is rough. Kruha actually misses the strike, leading to both barriers being taken down now. Let's see what Torrchi can do here. He's almost got the flip charged up, misses, and unfortunately is being put into the defensive. Now he does have core flip charged up, and you can immediately see a lot of damage being put out. Oh, such a nice angle coming out from Torrchi here. A quick KO on the ZINNIAAA using the secondary as well. We'll see what they can do here. Just moving in with the dash punch. Asher has flipped now. Kruha, I think you might need to play a little bit back. No, never mind. Lunirs can actually delay enough for the added speed to go away from the core flip. And the game is going back somewhat into this neutral position. We'll see what they can do here. Oh, a nice dash into primary by Lunirs. Secures the first goal in this 4th set. Very needed by the Dubu Hunters, I think. And we saw a little bit of how much pressure that Julie can bring in these situations, especially with perfect form. You can just dash ult, and then dash punch again.
Yeah, massive performance from Torrchi there. And yet again, getting those kills. I mean, that's the power of the 1-2 punch.
Yeah, you can see a bit that Torrchi's like almost being outsped even.
Oh,
for like the melee ball. He just could decide, nah, I'm just gonna go KX someone instead. Just dumps the whole cooldown, the whole kit.
Absolutely. Everyone's back here. Kruha actually walks up, tries to use the core flip, goes for the ulti kill, doesn't work. Oh my god. And Zenasis is really showing just the power of this Asher and how defensive she can be. Needs 3 people to actually score on that barrier. Torrchi is now cracked.
From Kruha there to grab the barrier. And the big thing about it is these Julie kills as well is after the pummelers buff, a single kill just makes him one of the fastest people on the field with that 30% permanent haste.
Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything about him dying, as
he scores from the grave.
It's not unfortunate. Their team did score, and we'll see what happens now. A slight reconnect maybe by Zralia. Looks like she's back. Kruha charges up the flip, tries to ego through Zralia, uses the core flip, again, try to throw Zralia, it doesn't end up working, uses both primaries actually to try and get it out of that corner. They finally get it out using the help of Lunirs. Oh, and the slight mistake on the teleport by Lunirs actually forcing the corner to a defensive position, but it's okay, Kruha's got this. You can just see how quickly the offense and defense are transitioning. A perfect triple primary by Lunirs, and let's see if they can do anything about the 2v3 here. Good patience by Torrchi, actually. Really nice patience by Torrchi. And it's actually Kruha that saves that goal. Wow.
Ridiculous damage coming out from the Dubu Hunters there. I mean, Zralia was just permanently staggered, and then Torrchi with the one punch can confirm from literally anywhere on the map. Very well played by both teams there to keep it going for so long.
Yeah, I think Dubu Hunters just taking the edge on using the perfect form of Lunirs to try and stack damage onto ZINNIAAA here, and you can really see that on the end of match stat screen here. You can just see the amount of damage that the Dubu Hunters individually got over the team of LGBZ.
That was a 4-set game, and it would end on Oni Village, and it ended in 14 minutes.
Yeah,
sort of say, like the perfect form, the ability dump, everything. Like as soon as it goes wrong, it like when it rains, it pours up with perfect form start. You just get ability dumped in your half.
Absolutely. We're gonna have a short break after this, I believe, and then we are going to come at you with the grand finals, starring obviously the Dubu Hunters and also the Esports and Gaming Goblins Federation. I'm sorry, I don't know your full name. It's very, very long.
United Club Team.
United Club Team. Thank you so much, Io. Yeah, it's been fun having fun here casting for you all, and yeah, peace out, guys.
See you later.
See you.